Oh, let's get ready to rumble. What's going on? Talking to somebody. Let's see. What's going on? I know I'm not LA Wilkes. I understand it. Man, oh man, oh man. This is TPO Sundays. Well, TPO and Family Court Sundays. We have everyone that is involved on the port session and other channels to bring more people in. I'm your host, Uncle Tom, here on YouTube. Today is my main channel got got striked last night for not even a full second. You know. So I'm on my backup channel, which everyone knows if you're on the backup channel, it sucks to be on a backup channel. Uh, but yeah, we're trying to get people in here, and then we're gonna cut other people's channels off. But you know, uh, yeah, we're just trying to get everyone in here, as many people as possible. If you don't want to stay, I understand. I get it. Can y'all hear me? I can't hear myself. Uh, yeah, I don't see anything typing. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. Struggle streaming again. Already. Hmm. It's because you're not a moderator because I'll never use this channel. So hold on one second. Yeah. Let me. I'm trying to do this. Let me go here. Uh, let me see. Type. So you are now a managing moderator. There you go. There you go. You're a managing moderator now. Mayo. He's typing in here as well. Oh, whoa. Something's weird. I don't. Okay, yeah, I don't see him on the channel. What's going on? The mind boggles. Mayo, if you come to my channel, I can make you a moderator as always, my good sir. So we again, like I was saying before, we are on a backup channel. Um, my main channel got struck last night for what I tried to trim out, and I didn't trim everything out like I wanted to, and vamoose, it's gone. Well, it's gone for at least a week, I think. So, if you don't know, this YouTube thing is getting a little ridiculous. I am on Rumble, but no, it was on disc. I bought on disc. Anywho, man, it's a wild ride. I gotta talk to YouTube again. I talked to them, texted them. They told me why I was struck, but what's up, Supernova? They said F you. They said fuck you, fat ass. We're not giving you shit back, bro. And then I can appeal, but that will not go anywhere considering that one actually took less than 2 seconds. So, pisses you off even more. So why even fight it? Just take my time and come back like always. But I don't know, man. You know what's funny is all these damn channels that you see people fighting and every damn thing else never get struck. Whew, you got a half of a second. Half of a second. Oh no, I'm not down on or nothing like that. I know shit happens. I know shit happens. Uh, my first strike was for nothing. Absolutely, I did wrong. I did absolutely nothing wrong. Literally nothing. It was misinformation about nothing because we wasn't talking about nothing. So this is my second strike within a year. It is what it is. I don't know if it's 2 weeks or 7 days. It said 7 days on the thing, but it didn't give me a date when it ended. So I gotta ask them again on which one it is. Um, sorry. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. This is the backup for the porch. That's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. But my channel is geared the Sunday is geared towards TPOs and family court. I have another family court uh video that is insane to begin with, and it actually has to do with a celebrity. It's the celebrity, uh, and it was crapshoot. It's crapshoot for the celebrity, and it was kind of sad. At the end, it was pretty sad. I will say that it made you kind of can't stand people. So I know how it's where am I? Oh my goodness, what's going on? Okay, there we go. Oh, blacks who identify. What's going on, brother? What's going on, brother?
What's going on, guys?
So you good for right now?
Hmm. Yeah, I'm
It's a
good for
good.
now, man. Just left the hospital, so did a tournament, finished that up. Now, then I had to leave because she called me while I was there, saying that she, you know, bleeding a little. I'm like, here we go. So then, now we're at the hospital, and I went up there, and they said, okay, she's like a half a centimeter more dilated. She's like 3.5 now, and but they said she's good. The baby's not coming down. So
Hmm.
we're like, good. So we're still on schedule for Friday of this coming week, but it may come. It's anybody's guess now, bro. It's anybody's
Hmm.
guess. You know the deal, man. You've done it. You've done it 3 times over.
Yeah. Yep. Know the process.
Yep.
Uh, wrestler, you're on the wrong channel. You got to come to the Uncle Tom. Uh, yeah. No. So yeah. So the Uncle Tom is the actual channel that we're on. Which is, if you don't know, let me put it in the thing. If you want to, I understand. I'm gonna put it on there again. YouTube.com. Sorry, I'm typing with one hand. Forward slash at Uncle Tom
Cal.
601. I know. I'm gonna really put the link in. This is the short link right there. YouTube.com at Uncle Tom 61. That is
Cal.
the easy link.
Kind of like Stefan or Cal.
Yeah. Well, that's the link to my regular page, and then you'll see me live on there. So if I was you, I'll go to that. She put the actual link to the actual thing because she will be cutting the feed to it all. We just did it so everyone get in because my channel has a strike on
It's insane.
it.
Just
Yo,
never
it's
ends, man. It just never ends. You never know what you never
dude. It was
know what you can do. You don't know what you can do. The guidelines, you believe you're following them, and then you're just completely. I don't know. You're
shit face. Yeah,
yeah.
man. It is what it is. I don't know if it's 2 weeks, which I don't really know, or if it's 7 days. They didn't really. They said 7 days on it, but then again, it didn't fucking change the way I wanted it to. So I don't know. I'm
That's
stuck.
insane.
I'm stuck. So I gotta contact them on that and figure out what it is. But
Yep.
okay.
Hey, Blacks,
Hey.
go to the Uncle Tom channel
Okay.
and just type anything in the chat. I think something's wrong because the only people I see typing in it are us.
So go to his channel, like on YouTube.
Yeah, the Uncle Tom.
No, Mayo's in there right now.
I don't see him. Oh, now I see Mayo.
In like 10 minutes. I gotta get stuff out of the car. The uncle. Or the Porsche session. The Porsche session.
The link is in the chat.
Oh, you want me to go to the link? Okay, well, I'm sorry.
I kept putting it up there because I was like, this is the direct link.
All right. I can't get. Hold on. Let me go back to here. Go to my channel. Then let's go to.
Everybody's on the wrong channel. I can see them typing in StreamYard, but
then let's go to lives. Then let's go to his live. All right. Hello, everyone.
I took mine off.
Reporting to you live from somewhere.
There you go.
Boom.
Ruckus, follow directions. You're on the wrong channel.
It's okay.
Leave it to Uncle Ruckus, man.
I mean, I even typed it in the description. Anyway. Go ahead.
So anyway.
All right, we're gonna make do what we got. It is what it is. What's up, Locksmith? All right. Of course, you know you're my one of my well, all three of you are my moderators. I just don't never use this channel because I never really have to. That so sucks, man. Anywho, we're gonna bring up these TPOs real quick. Which one do you want to see? Do you want to see a quick and easy one, or do you want to see one that ends in just sadness?
Let's do the quick and easy.
Okay, quick and easy. That's my more speed. I mean, the quick and easy is 20 minutes, but
cool.
It's this is when one chick lands herself in jail. I always gotta love that one, right? Shows you how not to be disrespectful to a judge, but you know.
Stupid.
Yes. All right, let me.
Yeah. Open the lid. Put your finger in. Look around.
You're not even talking to
Take it
one.
out. Close it.
No, I said you're not.
It's
Oh, you're
for
typing to him.
cleaning. Why
Okay.
toilet?
Yeah.
All right.
Children.
Oh, they're children.
In Judge Kirkham's court, we have a failure to pay child support, but this case takes a turn when the mother lands herself in jail for contempt. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Thank you for watching, and let's get into the video.
Prior to February 16th of 2023, were you employed?
No.
Lie.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Just hold on. Ms. Bridges, was I unclear about not speaking or interrupting? Ma'am?
So what? Y'all can shake a piece of in hand and say
Hey,
congratulations.
ma'am, if you go off like that, you can be held in contempt of court and go to jail. Do you want to do that?
Just proceed to the court hearing and shut up.
Mr. Wagner, and this matter, you're before the court charged with civil contempt of court due to your failure to pay child support
Big
and
one.
or related expenses. Upon a first conviction, you could be ordered to serve up to 45 days in jail. If it's a second or subsequent offense, up to 90 days in jail. You understand the charges, sir?
Yes, I understand.
Okay.
This chick is ghetto. I'm gonna say ghetto. This chick is damn near white trash. Well, not damn near. She is. She can't Hold her
She
down.
can't bridle her tongue.
At all. No decorum at all. No
Whatsoever.
decorum at all. It's funny when the dude that's in jail has more decorum than the chick right here. I mean, I guess jail will keep you that way, but
Which one is the dude in jail? The one in the orange?
the one in the middle, yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, this is crazy.
That's insane.
The court has appointed Mr. Sackrider to represent you in this matter. Have you had sufficient time to speak to Mr. Sackrider in preparation for this proceeding?
Yes.
And Mr. Sackrider, you ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll have Ms. Wills.
Is he the lawyer?
Hold on, I want to make sure y'all understand his name is Sack Ryder.
Oh my God, man.
Do you know how much torture he was put through as a child?
Look, he looks like he went through torture. He looks like that dude from Kick-Ass. He looks like that antagonist from Kick-Ass. You know, the one who was the nerd and then he becomes the supervillain against Kick-Ass. You remember that movie Kick-Ass?
Oh yeah, for sure.
He looks just like him.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Sack Rider, Mr. Sack Rider. Oh my! You know what? Look, this is neither here or there. This is neither here or there. But white people have the most funny last names.
Period. That and Indians. Yes.
Yes. This dude. Yes. There's a family who was on one of my teams, and their last name was Whore. So I tried to pronounce it Horror, but no, it's pronounced Whore. Mr. Whore, Mrs. Whore. I was like, oh my God. Oh. Anyway.
Yeah, let's get it.
Wagner and is it what's your ma'am? What's your name?
And Kelly Bridges.
Burgess. Ms. Burgess, we'll have you all raise your right hand. We'll have you sworn in, then we'll proceed. Ms. Wills, you can proceed.
All right. The docket before you, Your Honor, is 2019-846DS in the matter of Ms. Kelly Bridges versus Mr. Derek Wagner, with Mr. Wagner being the payer. This is an adjourned enforcement hearing. It was adjourned to allow him to be represented by court-appointed attorney as requested. It was originally, prior to that adjournment, a bench warrant hearing for his failure to appear at a referee hearing on June 13th of 2022. The order being enforced today is the modified Uniform Child Support Order dated January 13th of 2020, which states that his current child support is $109. After servicing and processing fees, brings it to $112.50.
That's a lot of money just for bullshit.
His last payment was $148.28 on September 3rd of 2021 via unemployment. He has been show cause 3 times with 1 bench warrant and 1 finding of contempt. The previous 6 months at $112.50, he should have paid $675, and he has paid none.
Because he's a bum.
As of February 28th of 2023, his total arrearages are $4,747.94. There have been no previous jail sentences with that previous contempt hearing. Mr. Wagner was booked in on March 3rd in the Calhoun County Jail on separate charges. When he was booked in on our warrant, he was in jail from February 16th to February 23rd.
Okay.
So I don't understand. If you continuously put him in jail for contempt of not being able to pay your goddamn bills, how the fuck do you expect him to pay his goddamn bills? That just doesn't make sense.
They don't, and they don't care.
Well, he's probably a shitty father anyway. I don't know. I don't know the situation, but damn, dude. I don't know how they expect someone, because you're only getting paid cents there, so they're going to be in jail for a long time, doing these sentences every time it goes in, either between 3 to 6 months every time you go in the county, and sometimes you're there for longer. And if he's always in jail, not making any money, how is he paying his bill? That means it's just congruent, adding on every freaking time. It's only department you can be jailed for. Yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy. Debt. It's crazy.
Mr. Sackrider, do you contest or dispute any of the statements made by Ms. Wills?
Cal,
No,
you
Your
can
Honor.
hit the link. Cal, you can hit the link.
Okay, do you have any questions for Ms. Wills?
Yes. Miss Wills, has he been in jail since February 16th?
No, so he was in jail February 16th to February 23rd. He bonded out on the 23rd, and then he was booked back into jail on March 3rd. And he's been there since March 3rd on separate charges that are not FOC related.
Okay. And does he qualify for the LEAP program?
Nope.
No, so with Mr. Wagner, let me make sure that we have his correct address on file. The previous address, he does qualify for LEAP. However, due to
The mind boggles. Yeah. It just depends. They give him a grace period from when he gets out to find a job, and then if he doesn't pay by a certain town or even pay up to a certain amount up to a certain time, yes, he can go right back in jail for not being able to pay his bills. It's a revolving door when you get far behind.
Yep. And it never ends.
And yeah, so he'll keep going back and forth into jail. It's crazy, just because.
Yep.
But I'm so glad that what happens to this female. It's be fun.
you know,
Yeah,
us not
I'll
being
be
able to get
watching in the
contact with
background. I
him
gotta take
and
my
having
daughter
the
to
warrant for so
something.
long, he
For sure,
did
for
not
sure.
qualify. He does now, as long as he doesn't have any other warrants in the state of Michigan.
Okay, thank you. No further questions.
Okay. Any proof, Mr. Sackrider?
Yes, I'd call Mr. Wagner.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, Mr. Wagner, can you hear me?
Yes.
You heard the testimony of Miss Wills, is that correct?
Yes.
Is there anything that you disagreed with?
No, sir.
Okay. So you were booked in, looks like February
Hold on.
16th, and then you bonded out on February 23rd by posting a $100 bond, is that correct?
Correct.
Are you willing to put that bond amount towards your child support arrearages?
Absolutely.
He needs to pay more than $100.
Okay, hold on a second. Ms. Bridges, we're taking testimony from Mr. Wagner, not from you at this time. You'll have an opportunity to speak after that, so please don't interrupt.
Okay.
This chick is trashy, bro.
All right. Miss Wills testified that you're being held on other criminal charges in the jail. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a hearing date or a release date for those other charges?
I have a release date on the 8th.
On April 8th,
Yes, sir.
you're expected to be released.
Yes.
Good. Prior to February 16th of 2023, were you employed?
No.
Lie.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Just hold on. Ms. Bridges, was I unclear about not speaking or interrupting? Ma'am?
So what? Y'all can shake a piece of shit motherfucking hand and say
Hey,
congratulations.
ma'am, if you go off like that, you can be held in contempt of court and go to jail. Do you want to do that?
Boy. Kelly going crazy. Yo, Kelly, I'm going to need you to hold your military bearing. She said, so what? Y'all can shake up. What the hell did she say? That shit was ridiculous. Hold on 1 second. That shit was funny.
I unclear about not
hold on,
speaking
let
or
me
interrupting? Ma'am?
Hold on, Cal.
So what? Y'all can shake a piece of shit motherfucking hand and say
Hey,
congratulations.
ma'am, if you
Yo, have y'all ever heard a female talk to a judge like that? That's insane. Give me a second. I gotta go through Streamlard and try to figure this out. Member. Nope. Shit, I don't know how to do that shit on there either. I don't know. Hey, if you know how to do it, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Right now, I don't know how to do it, so. Oh, shit. I hit the wrong fucking button. God damn it. Alright, hold on. Jesus. Settings. Nope, not settings. That's what it is. It's the StreamYard one. It's right there. Alright, let's go back to this.
You go off like that, you can be held in contempt of court and go to jail. Do you want to do that?
Just proceed to the fucking court hearing.
Alright, he's good now.
Ma'am?
Try again. Try again. You're good now.
One more outburst or one more vulgarity and you will be going to jail. You understand?
Good luck.
What, ma'am?
I said good luck. Finish court.
Yo, I can tell you I've never in my life seen someone talk to a judge like that and not instantly being thrown in jail. Instantly. God damn the leeway this chick got. Boy, this is just show you that female gets, well, I mean, she's at home. It ain't like she can be thrown in jail right now, but what the fuck are you talking about, bro? What?
Go ahead, Mr. Sackrider.
How are you supporting yourself prior to February 16th of 2023?
Odds and end jobs.
Cal, you can do the link now, bro. You're good. I figured it out.
Just this and that, what I can get by.
All right. When was the last time you were employed?
Before fall.
Before fall of 2022?
Yes.
And what were you doing then?
I was working subcontracting to a construction company, and I was terminated.
Okay.
I had not had time to be placed on payroll before I was terminated.
Okay. And so you've been homeless since that time?
On and off, yes.
Where do you stay mostly?
I was staying with my parents, but because of the ongoing charges, I have a no contact order with them.
Okay. Do you struggle with substance abuse?
No.
You
I have in the past, but not currently.
Okay. What is what's your highest level of education achieved?
10th.
Damn.
Are you willing to pursue a GED?
This boy said the 10th grade is his highest. Oh my God. Of course he ain't got no job. The boy half retarded. Boy half retarded. Y'all expect that man to have, man, get this. Of course he ain't got no job. Wait, Jesus Christ. Boy half retarded. Wow. Oh my God. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's insane to expect this man. Never heard of this channel. Yo, this shit is crazy.
Eventually, once I get things in order.
Okay. And what can we tell this court that your plan is to meet these obligations if you were to be released from jail?
I have court on the 31st. I'm supposed to be placed on probation, which I will be required to gain employment, which upon gaining employment, I will be able to start making payments on my child support as required. I mean, besides that, there's really nothing else I could say.
All right. Would you be willing to participate with Miss Wills in the LEAP program?
Yes.
All right. So you would be willing to work with a temp agency and find employment and set up income withholding?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
All right. So, is there anything else that you would like to tell the court?
Nope, I think that's it, sir.
All right. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Okay.
Shit.
Mr. Wagner, in the last year, how much have you worked?
Altogether, probably about 2.5 months.
Jeez.
And during that time, you obviously didn't pay any child support. Why was that?
Because he didn't have a job.
I just failed to pay. I failed to pay. I mean, honestly, there's no excuse for it.
Oh, wait a minute. There is an excuse for it. He did not have a job. Why is this hard? Why is this judge making it hard? Why is this judge making it hard on him? We know why he didn't pay. Why didn't she pay something? I guarantee you she gets assistance. Guarantee you she gets assistance. So there should be no reason why she's crying and complaining that he didn't pay nothing, because she's getting paid off the state as well. He just keeps getting thrown in jail for it. What am I supposed to be doing? Oh, okay. All right. Jesus Christ. Hold on 1 second. All right. There you go. All right, let's get back to this case.
And during those
she's
2.5 months, how much would you say you made on an average week?
About $200 a week.
Okay. When you weren't working, what were you doing to acquire employment?
Shovel snow, handyman work.
Okay. So just odd jobs during that time.
Yes, sir.
Did you apply for any employment during that time?
I have not had an ID, birth certificate, or social security card for quite some time. I had just acquired that previously before being incarcerated on the 3rd.
Okay. Let me ask you, you said that you will eventually seek your GED. Why have you not done it previously?
I haven't had the resources to, sir.
This is bad. This is bad. You have a whole set of low lifes in this motherfucker. I mean, come on now. This female can't hold her decorum to save her life. She already done cussed out the judge. Every damn thing else. But she wanted to make sure he gets in trouble. That's insane. I don't know why they're in your recommendations, but they're fucking awesome, though.
Anything else that you'd like me to be aware of, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
No, Your Honor, I'm a motherfucking bum. That's all you should have said.
Ask Mr. Wagner any questions pertaining to the issue before the court, which is his non-payment of child support. Do you have any questions?
Wait, yeah. Okay. Go.
Right. I already know why his non-payment of child support is. Why he's had a job the whole time working for Larson's Construction, making $26 an hour underneath the table for months now.
Okay, ma'am, this is your time to ask him. This is your time to ask him questions, not for you to give a statement at this point. So if you have any questions for him, ask those.
How many times does this bitch get to cuss in motherfucking court? This is Michigan. This is Michigan. This is in Michigan. Yo, how many times did she get to cuss? Because this is considered, a court. Oh my God, this chick is ridiculous. Boy, I guarantee if he would have cussed right now, they'd have gave him extra days in jail just for cussing. But this female gets to do whatever the hell she wants to do. This is insane. This is insane. But I digress. My mic is muted.
Okay, Derek, seeing you had money to buy alcohol, why were you not paying your child support?
I was terminated because you had contacted FOC before I had a chance to be placed on payroll, so I was terminated.
That's not my fault. You know you're supposed to pay child support. Pay your shit. Be a man.
Oh my God. What is this? What is this?
Instead of a bum drunk.
What is this?
Okay. Thank you. Anything else, Mr. Sackrider?
That's his name. His name is Sackrider. I said
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay. Court will make the following finding in this matter. In this case, Mr. Wagner has a minimal support obligation of $148.50 per month, including his arrearage repayment in this matter that, in fact, over the last year, he has, as he stated, he's worked approximately 2.5 months during that time, making $200 per week. On each of those weeks that he acknowledges that he simply failed to pay, and there's no excuse for not doing so. In addition to that, he did have odd jobs. He stated that he has been hindered somewhat because he has not had an ID or a birth certificate, etc., to acquire employment, but he has not stated any effort he's made to acquire that. Likewise with the GED, other than that he's had no money to do that. The court will find that he has had the present and the ability to pay, that he's failed or refused to pay, and therefore he is in contempt of court.
That's insane.
Anything before sentencing, Mr. Sackrider?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. My client testified that he will be on probation upon his release. And
so, again, find him in contempt, which is gonna get him extra days in jail. They're gonna try to make him pay money, but he doesn't have an ID, nor birth certificate, nor social security card, and y'all expect him to get a job. How? I mean, considering we have to contract with the state, it's not like he's gonna work for free. I mean, go work for a company on it. Well, he could not work for anything, but like she said, he's probably making $26 an hour working for construction, whatever the hell she said. Why ain't she been arrested yet? They should be sending someone over to her residence right now as we speak to get her ass locked up.
There's other criminal matters, and he will be looking for employment to satisfy this obligation. We would ask that any jail sentence be 31 days or less, with credit for 7 days already served in this matter. And we would request a purge amount in the amount of $400. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Well, in this matter, Mr. Wagner, I could sentence you up to 45 days.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to do that only because it is your first.
This is crazy. I could sentence you up to 45 days due to you not being able to have a job. He only has a 10th grade education, but he had kids by another degenerate person. She's probably living with her mom. Or she's probably living on Section 8 or whatever the hell you want to call it right now. Because, I mean, this is trailer trash at its highest peak.
Time that you would have any jail time, even though you did have a prior contempt, there was no jail time at that point. What I'm going to do is I am going to sentence you to 21 days in jail with credit for 7 days served. And I'm going to put a purge amount in place of the amount of $500. If you're able to pay the purge amount, then you would not have to serve the balance of your jail sentence. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Court will end this matter at 11 a.m. You're free to go. Have a good day.
That's bullshit. You guys shake his hand and tell him congratulations.
Ma'am, the case is done. We don't need to hear anything else from you.
Fuck you. Bye.
Hold on, ma'am. The court.
Oh, that one fucking up my butthole.
Yeah.
Court is going to hold Miss Bridges in contempt of court.
Bitch, now you want to hold her in contempt of court. This bitch done cuss and said shit like 17 times in this motherfucker. Every damn other word was a cuss word. You sorry sack of shit ass judge. Ma'am. Clear eyes from clear cell. Is that what it is? Dry eyes from clear cell? No? What is it? Dry eyes for whatever. I don't know. What the eyeball thing. Is it? Clear eyes for dry eyes? That's what it is? Some shit like that. That's what you remind me of. Jesus Christ, dude. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Based upon the last outburst and the last vulgarity.
The last outburst? Bitch, you been doing it the whole time.
Miss Wills, do you have Miss Bridges' phone number? Can you contact her and get her back?
Yes. Let me just go ahead. If you allow me, would you like me to go off record while I call her right now to get her back on the Zoom?
Stroker.
No, go ahead. We'll just hold on and put her on.
Okay.
Get the police over there now to put her ass in jail.
All right.
Look at this white on white crime. And Kevin Sackrider is a horrible lawyer. I just want to say that. He is a shitty. He's the lawyer. But he was appointed. He was appointed because his dude's in jail.
Hi, Miss Bridges. This is your enforcement officer. Judge Kirkham was wondering if you could please log back on to Zoom to speak with him.
Nah, fuck that nigga. I ain't getting on this bitch. Fuck that hoe.
If you could please log back on, Judge was requesting that.
I wonder how much cussing she did on the phone.
Okay. Just log right back onto the Zoom room and they'll let you in.
They'll let you in. Okay, come on in there. Fuck that. I ain't signing on to shit, bitch.
She hung up on me. So I'm unsure if she will log back in or not.
Let me see. This may be her.
Okay. Yes, that's her.
Miss Bridges, I had warned you multiple times about your outbursts and your vulgarity, and apparently that did not have any impact. What the court is going to do based upon the last outburst, ma'am, the court, is she muted? Are you muted, ma'am? You can unmute yourself. We can't hear you.
You don't want to listen to anything I say. You just want to shake this motherfucker's hand and tell him.
Ma'am, the court is holding you in contempt of court. I'm sentencing you to 3 days in jail, ma'am. You will be sentenced to 3 days in jail. You will have to appear on.
Yeah, okay, nigga. You think she listening to you? You fucking idiot.
Well, we'll have her appear on March 17, 2023, no later than 4:00 p.m. to serve her 3 days in jail.
Yeah, how you giving her that
If
order?
she fails to appear, the court will enter a bench warrant for her arrest at that point.
Oh,
that was crazy, eh?
You're such a good judge, buddy. You're such a fucking outstanding judge, buddy.
In Judge Kirkham's court,
Such a good goddamn judge there, buddy. All right. What was this one? This one was kind of, I don't know. Wow, what the hell happened here? Okay. Hold on, let me stop sharing real quick. That's weird. Okay, I guess they don't want me watching that one for some reason. That's a long one. Where are we at? Oh. Okay, so. Let's. All right, that's wrong. What the hell? Am I not in? Oh, that's why. All right, close that out. There we go. All right, so now I gotta figure out where I'm at. So, damn, I can't type today. Well, you know, Kevin Pole Smoker. Jesus Christ, did you learn that the other day? Good sir. Let me find another one that's actually pretty short. I had another one I wanted to watch. Videos. All right, here we go. I was looking. Hold on, I had to figure out where I was at. All right, so. Oh, wrong one. Sharing the wrong thing. Give me a second. Boom. We on her. All right. We're going back to one of my favorite judges right here. Right here.
Stuff in the chat right now. Because when you do that, Mr. Gales, that's you violating the TPO. Unless you're telling me you love me.
In today's video, we have a defendant who was caught directly violating a TPO right in front of Judge Manning. Judge Manning calls out this defendant and gives him a piece of her mind. Let's get into the video.
Thank you. Mr. Gales.
Yes, ma'am.
We didn't get the email from you.
I sent it like 10 times. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Mr. Gales, you're violating this TPO.
I don't know.
How am I violating?
Because you said, I've never threatened you. Please stop lying. You have other men in my home when I'm not there. You also dated my cousin without me. I just want to go. Please leave me alone. You never did nothing to you. Please help. I love you, but you've destroyed my life. So I haven't destroyed your life. You don't love me. I didn't date your cousin. So those messages are directed to Miss Moore.
Because she responded it on there when I was talking to the when I was trying to talk to the DA or whoever.
I know
that's responding on the on the chat. I was not talking directly to.
So I don't know where the dude is that's talking. He's not on the screen. So I don't know.
Latoya, I was just speaking out loud.
Speaking out loud, saying that.
Speaking on what was going on in the
what
situation.
She did was talking to Miss Free. When you say, I love you, but you destroyed my life, that was to her. That's not speaking out loud.
Yeah, that's when she was after she
Turn your
responded.
camera on, Mr. Gales. I'm not talking to a black screen.
I'm trying. They cut me off. It says I
Nothing's
cannot
cut
start
you
video.
off.
Yeah, it says I cannot start video because the host disabled me.
Nobody's disabled anything. I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah,
Turn
I
it
don't
on.
know why.
There you go. Now I want to see your face, not your desk, not the takeout menu or
Got
the
you.
seats or whatever that is. Your face.
Yeah, that's
Turn
my
your camera
my
on.
receipts. My
Now,
receipts to
I have
the
not
hotel
seen,
stay.
if you say that you have a different bond order than the one that's here that I've looked at, you hadn't sent it.
Oh, he's
It's
there
not
now. He's there
And
now,
Ms. Free,
Supernova.
we got whatever Miss Moore wanted to send. And we've got what the other ladies sent. So you're the only one that seems to have an issue.
Dang, she big, boy.
Email.
Yeah, I sent the bond order. I mean, and it's my place. I'm not sitting here. I'm at work. I have to work 40, 50 hours a week, as you can see.
Okay, so I don't see the bond order. And it's not here.
I tried to send it. Can I
I
send it again? Can I send it again?
Are you sending it to my email, sir?
Yes. What is the email, man?
It's in the chat. I put it in there about 5 times.
It's in the chat again, Mr. Gale. She is
Sent the
not going to
email.
say her email out loud.
Why not? Put it on Front
I'm
Street.
responsible.
All right, stand by.
Tiffany Hall 0424.
Oh, you
right,
seen
so
this
Ms. Moore,
one?
tell me this.
Sheesh.
If you take yourself off mute, Ms. Moore.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And Ms. Moore, I don't care. Just answer my question. Obviously, you were arrested. Okay? Who cares? You got that presumption of it. I don't care. Not holding that against anybody. Were you arrested somewhere besides Fulton County?
Like pertaining to this case?
What he's talking about another bond order. So
No, I wasn't arrested like outside of Fulton County.
So the bond order in Fulton County, you're saying, is the only one.
Right. And I called up about that,
I
because
don't want you to say anything. I don't
Okay.
want you to say anything. I'm just saying the bond conditions that I saw on an arrest in April says stay away from the 2 minor children.
We don't have children.
Or the 2 children, whatever that's named on there.
Okay.
Am I right?
We don't have children, so I'm
But there
not
were
sure.
children that were included on it, right? Tell me what you were charged with.
Battery.
And anything else?
That's what the bond order was for, and it said no contact, and it didn't say anything about. I was never served with anything that said I couldn't be here on the property. I was just told no contact.
I'm sending everything. I send everything to Georgia.gov. I don't know why it's not going on.
Stop. You say one more of our emails on there, and that's it. I'm just going to remove you because I can't.
Is there any way I can send it to the chat for a phone number?
Sir, you have to put my entire email on there, not just the Fulton part. You have to put everything that I type in is what you have to put in.
All right. So on here, it does say stay away from the MOK address, Ms. Moore. That's one of your bond conditions from September. And I don't see where they've been modified.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm a little confused because when I called up on that and asked specifically about my bond conditions, they did not state that to me, and I never received anything in writing that said that to me. And as
so when you got out of jail, they give you a copy of your bond order.
I didn't receive.
When you process out, Ms. Bray is your public defender, so you need to reach out to Ms. Bray because I am looking at your bond order right here, and it says, Ms. Bray.
Email now. Please give me like 5 minutes. I gotta write it down because it's like
Mr.
pretty
Gale,
long.
stop talking.
Please give me like 5 minutes.
That man don't know how to shut up.
You said Miss Bray was my public defender.
This is a stupid fucking. This is stupid. They can't follow. Look, these motherfuckers can't follow simple goddamn directions, man. This is crazy. Follow the directions, man. It's not that hard.
I mean, she is your public defender. So that's who it is. Do you see it? Right there. Stay away from 3750.
Okay, well, this is the first time I'm seeing this. I didn't know.
I mean, you get copies of it when you bond out. They give you copies when you bond. They give you all your paperwork. However, so you got to leave the house because your bond conditions have not been modified. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So where did he go? Now he's gone.
But moving forward, I for my safety, and I would still like to have this protective work.
He's gone. He's gone. Can't hear him. He's gone. For some reason, he's gone. All right. So,
can I question?
No, not until he gets back.
Oh, okay.
Once they counsels, we will start on yours in just a minute. But we still don't have proof of service, do we? Or do we, Ms. Free? On that one. Just have a card. Here's what we're going to do. Mr. Gales, here's what I'm going to do. Okay? This is going to be reset. Ms. Free, what date?
Let me pull up that calendar. We do the 4th, next Wednesday at 11 o'clock.
All right. So January the 4th at 11 a.m. In the meantime, Ms. Moore, you need to go by the police department and get a copy of that police report that says they served him. Number 2, we're going to modify the ex parte. So
I have no place to go. I don't have money,
but Ms. Moore, right now, you're violating your bond condition. They can revoke your bond, and you will sit in jail until you're tried.
I believe I spoke with them in regards to that before I even.
Ms. Moore, I'm looking at it. Your bond conditions have not been modified. So
okay.
You can speak for Ms. Sandifer, but right now you're in violation of your bond conditions.
I wasn't aware. And how
Okay,
how
that's
much
fine, but I'm saying you got to leave the house.
how much
So
time?
do you need do you need their help to help you find somewhere to stay?
I don't have anywhere to go.
Ms. Sandifer, you could put her in touch with somebody.
Yes, Your Honor.
Wait
If you
a
want to put
minute.
us in a breakout room,
Wait
I'd be happy
wait
to
a
talk.
minute.
to
Wait a
you more.
minute. Wait a 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 minute. So these two have a TPO against each other, but she's still living in this house. It's so stupid. That's so stupid. Oh my God, that's dumb. Kamala, you trying to tell me these motherfuckers have a TPO against each other? This is so fucking stupid. And then she gonna say I ain't got nowhere to go. You know what? Yep.
And what do you think?
Yep.
What's the date? Wednesday?
Yep. It makes no
By Friday,
fucking
can she get
sense.
something, you think?
I will put her in touch with the immediate emergency.
Okay. You, your co-host,
Oh
Ms.
my
Sandifer, so
goodness
you can place
gracious.
you and your set. You can place both of you in there. There's more. What we're going to do is we're going to reset this, and she'll have until Mr. Gales, like Friday at 6 p.m. And you'll have to be gone from the house.
Friday, 6 p.m.
And then, Mr. Gale, you can return at 6:30, not 6:01.
Wait a
not
minute.
6:15.
Wait a minute. They kicked him out of his own house? Oh, hell no. Wait, that is, boy. So, Ruckus, can you come up here, good sir? Can you come up here, good sir? I would like for you to come up here, good sir, because you are ex-fake police officer. Ruckus. Look here, man. I'm gonna need you to come up here, man. I need you to explain this to me. I'll put it in the chat again. Just come on up here, Ruckus. If you can. If you can, good sir, please come on up. Please come on up. I'm out and about. Oh, you ain't shit. Anyway, that's why I said you're a fake police officer. Anywho, let's finish listening to what this
6:30
this
p.m.
stupid case has to
That should
say.
give you will be gone.
Also,
Okay. So that's all I'm doing today, because I'm not hearing evidence because we don't have proof of service. The Sandifer is going to put you in a breakout room. Mr. Gales, if you have placed your email in the chat, we have not received a single email from you, but anyway, place your email in the chat. We'll send you both copies of the reset order, or you need to get a copy of that police report and give it to Sandifer, and she'll get it to us. Sandifer, you want to go ahead and put y'all in the breakout room?
if my bond conditions are modified during that time, before our hearing, with that,
get the fuck out of here!
You need to talk. You need.
Are you serious, bitch? Wait a minute. This bitch trying to take over this man's crib and he gonna have to pay the motherfucking bills on? Oh my God, this is fucking ridiculous. Yep, I think she moved her girlfriend in. Oh my goodness. Can you shut that door all the way, good sir? Oh, bitch ass.
You need to talk to Miss Bray.
What?
Need to call your public defender. Okay.
Oh. That's insane.
There you go, Miss Sandifer. There I go. Mr. Gales, you can go ahead and leave. We've got your email. You place your email in the chat. We'll send you a copy of the reset notice.
Oh,
man. Friday, 6:30 p.m. Miss Free. Mr. Gale, you can return. She can
Get the fuck out of here. That's why these motherfuckers be getting deleted. That is why. Because a man is getting kicked out of his own house that he has to pay money on. It's not her house, obviously. She don't have no claim on it, but they allowed her to stay in the house and kicked him out. That's fucking insane. That is fucking insane. But I digress. So let's stop that. I have one that I really wanted to show before I get into the main one that I thought was crazy. Let me see if I can share it. We're gonna talk about these badass children. We're gonna talk about these bad ass children. All right, so this one says a third grade teacher seeks a TPO against her student. She's trying to ruin that third grade. She's trying to ruin that third grader's life. She said, I don't even want that little motherfucker to come back to school fucking with me. Matter of fact, you got to put him in. And I think more teachers should do this shit. The law allows women to constantly act out bad behavior. Did you see the last one that we just watched, bro? Oh, my God. Oh, my mama. Ain't no way. The white girl was so disrespectful. It's insane. But this one, as a third grade teacher, saying she don't want the little child in her motherfucking school whatsoever. Hold on, let's get this bitch started.
Out of school, and on December 9th, which is a Friday, there were a series of like really bad fights in the cafeteria. The minor student, DP, who is one of my current students, was involved in like brutally like beating a female student who is my former student.
My son, he was involved. Yes, truly indeed, he was involved.
In today's video,
yes,
we have
truly
a teacher
indeed,
seeking
he was
a TPO
involved
against her student. Let's get into the video.
Martin versus Ledger. All right, Ms. Martin, and where did Ms. Ledger go? Can y'all both take yourselves off mute?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Ledger, I've got to see as much of you as you do of me. That means,
Yes.
y'all both raise your right hands for me. Y'all swear for the testimony about to give is the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Ledger.
Yes.
Okay, great. Ms. Martin, here you've accused Ms. Ledger of stalking you. I want you to go from the most recent event and work backwards and tell me about the stalking that allegedly Ms. Ledger did. I don't want to hear
Can I ask a
anyone
question
else.
can I ask a question for clarity?
Okay, if I can finish, I might clear it up. I want to hear specifically what she did to you.
These extra people could, okay, some of them are on other cases. We already seen William Giles. We just seen him, and we seen Latoya Moore. Those two were on a different case, but they're all in the same court case that happened on this day. So whoever was on this day that had to report to court, because you know what, this Zoom call is still considered court. These extra people are actually on a Zoom call, though they may not have nothing to do with it, because the courtroom is a public forum. They're allowed to sit in and watch the court case. So there's nothing illegal about it. It's just confusing when all these people on here, and you're dealing with the two at the bottom or the two at the side or some shit. Yeah, this is literally considered like a real courtroom, even though it's on Zoom. What's up, Bob? What's going on? What channel are you in? You're in Black Certified. Yeah. All right. So you know, Bob, my other channel got struck again, so I'm gonna be streaming from off the Uncle Tom 61's page. Just to let you know. Let's get it going.
Anyone else, what she did to you. So, for instance, I've had one case where somebody's called them 350 times a day. She called me 350 times a day. And then you have evidence. You need to share your screen to share your evidence. Does that answer your question?
No, Your Honor. So the question is, I had to get this against Ms. Pleasure because it's really for a minor.
Wait a minute. She said, does that make sense? No, Your Honor. It wasn't a harsh
minor. So my question is, can I reference those events that involve her? And then do I need to refer to the minor like by his initials? Were my two questions.
So because it's about the minor. Just use the initials.
Yeah, there is a little involvement from Ms. Pleasure, but it's really about the minor, and I was told I had to do it for the
right. I got it.
Pleasure.
Yeah, just please refer to the minor by their initials.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So I'm a teacher at a school, and on December 9th, which is a Friday, there were a series of like really bad fights in the cafeteria. The minor student, DP, who is one of my current students, was involved in like brutally like beating a female student who is my former student. So there was a series of like fights. He is punching and hitting this girl.
He's a young woman beater. Jesus Christ, he's a young dude that beating on women. Already at a young age, he beating on women. The insanity. The savagery. Jesus.
And I, along with other administrators and teachers, are doing our best to like stop this kind of melee in the cafeteria. I call over the security guard because I'm small. I'm like 5'0", so I'm not like physically trying to, you know, pull down kids or break up kids or whatever. So I call the security guard and I'm, you know, pointing out kids, like asking him for help. And I mean, the DP is still.
Listen here, smart teacher. I'm not getting involved in this kid fights. I'm gonna sit there and watch these little things fight because they have no mind. And the parents will come out here, not my baby didn't do nothing. You better not put your hands on my baby. Yeah. You're lucky I'm not a teacher.
Still hitting the girl on the way out of the cafeteria, like savagely beating her. And so we're trying to stop it. And he turns around, gets upset, and begins to hit me, cursing at me, hitting me, trying to hit me. He had to be like taken out by our administrator. He had to be held back by like a whole bunch of my former students. He continued to make threats after that day, like going to other students and saying what he was going to do to me when he came back to school, what he was going to do to my son when he came back to school. My son is a student at the school. He's in 3rd grade. And the young man has been like flicking him off, harassing him, calling him names, just bothering him, I assume because of issues with me as his teacher. He has made statements that this behavior is not going to stop, that he is going to continue, that he is going to keep coming back. On the day of the incident that this happened, I waited and filed a police report. Miss Pledger came to the school and was irate, belligerent, and wanted to fight me. And so I just have reason to believe that like violence from both the parent and the student will continue because there is no protection for teachers at all.
That's a fact. I'll give her that.
Yes. So this is what occurred. I actually watched the video with the assistant principal, my sister, and the principal.
Okay.
From what I seen, it was a fight in the cafeteria.
What'd you see?
My son, he was involved. Yes, truly indeed, he was involved. He came, I don't know where he come from, but he jumped in the fight. So the resource officer at the school, he was breaking them up. Now, I never talked to this, I never sat down with this lady face to face. I didn't even speak to her when I came up to the school.
Interesting.
The assistant
principal.
Doesn't surprise me. Principal. I asked her, where is the teacher who he's supposed to been into it with?
First off, she just said from the get-go her son didn't start the fight, but he jumped in. So in other words, he was savagely beating people once he jumped in. He was a coward. That was coward move, cowardice. Why would you jump in? If there's 2 other people fighting, let them fight. You're teaching your son to be a coward. Now you're going to stick up for his little ass. But I keep going. I'm going to listen to you.
Why she isn't in here? Oh, we going to handle her. We going to take disciplinary with her also. We dealing with you guys.
So she going to get in trouble because your shitty ass son over there fighting people and she trying to break the shit up. This is the reason why I don't like sending my kids to black schools, man. I can't do it, man. These motherfuckers make excuses for these motherfuckers. What, the 3rd grade teacher? So that motherfucker had to be at least in the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th grade. Maybe even the 5th, and I'll give it to him. This motherfucker's not even in middle school, he's in elementary school. And he creating havoc. And you as a mother can't see it. No, if you watch the video, you seen your son jump in, he's already in the wrong. So nothing that you have to say afterwards really fucking matters. Nothing matters once you just said your son being a coward, cowardly as he was, jumping into a fight that didn't have nothing to do with him. And so a teacher tries to break it up because, you only have one resource officer or one security guard officer, or however they look at it. Matter of fact, this is in Fulton County, so they took police officers. I thought they took police officers out of the schools, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Guys, no. Is that okay? I seen the video. I took accountability.
How?
I said he done what he done. He did it. Whatever punishment y'all do, it's fair because he had no business fighting or doing whatever he did. And and that's what happened.
Okay.
But as far as her saying I was being belligerent with her and
You
outrageous
was.
wanted to fight her,
You
that
was.
didn't occur. I didn't even
You
speak with her
was.
that day.
I know you lying. I know you lying. I can tell by the way your demeanor is right now. You lying. I know you lying. She lying.
And, on the phone earlier that day, we talked on the phone. She called me. She told me, DP wouldn't leave her classroom. So she.
Okay, so your son was starting shit all day. That's how, bitch, I know you lying. I know she lying. I know she lying.
He had to get the assistant principal. He had escorted him out.
Okay.
Not long after that, that's when I get another call. And then, but really, I didn't even get another call.
What?
My mom texted me and said, told me I need to call the school, see what's going on. That's how I knew about the fight. By the time I could call the school, my niece. So my niece called me and told me what was going on. So I go up to the school. I didn't even enter the building until my sister got there.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Did they remove him?
Okay, so Fulton County has 2 resource officers, and everything's on CCTV. Yeah, well, okay, well, I get that. I understand that. But I thought they said they didn't want to see police officers in the school system. I know they was fighting for that in Georgia. I remember that. Okay, but even with that being said, this little motherfucker didn't want to leave the classroom. She was like, "Bitch, get your pussy ass out of my classroom." That's what she should have said. That's what she should have said to the little nigga boo. Then he goes to lunch and starts shit. So she got multiple phone calls throughout the day. And she said she taking responsibility. Get the fuck out of it. I don't know who they expect to believe that bullshit. I know she ain't trying to make me believe that bullshit. That's crazy.
From the school?
Ma'am?
Did they remove him from that school?
They suspended him for 5 days.
Oh my God.
So he go back when school get back in. This when he's supposed to go back. I'm gonna take him back.
You might not be.
So therefore, I can talk with the assistant principal and the principal, because before this broke out, I asked for a conference. I asked for a conference. He set the conference for that following Monday.
You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? This is how I know she was lying. She don't like that teacher because her son in that classroom with her teacher. This nigga was acting up before lunch. She got a call. She got to have the motherfucking resource officer get this motherfucker out the classroom. And then they went to lunch, and this motherfucker was still acting a goddamn fool. There was no account. Oh, he got suspended for 5 days, so it must have been right before a holiday. So what? Right, December, let's say December 18th. Yeah, that's probably what happened. And this is insane.
But we never got to the point we can get to the conference because all that happened. But I never had to sit down with her face to face. I even asked the assistant principal and the principal why she wasn't in the conference when I got up there. It was me, my
because
sister,
you ignorant.
DP.
Why?
And assistant.
Okay, why do you need your child? Why do you need your sister there? Who brings their motherfucking sister or relative to a motherfucking sit down with a fucking principal and their child? Them fighting words. Listen. That's a fighting posture in my eyes. You bring him back up. What you need backup for? Walk your pussy ass up in there and take up for your dumb ass child that's acting ass. This motherfucker acting ass. You need your sister gonna go up there and tell you your son was acting ass? Nah, son, you all in the wrong.
Principal and the principal.
Okay. So, Ms. Martin, are you asking that your child be added to this also?
Yes, my son's name is included in the paperwork.
So what you'll probably need to do is email Ms. Free, your child's name.
His name is in there.
Just give me this. Email Ms. Free.
Okay.
Your son's name, his date of birth, please. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
It's not that hard. Follow fucking directions.
We can take care of that. And Ms. Pledger, if you put your email in the chat, we'll email you copies of this too, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Once y'all both put your emails in the chat, Ms. Martin, once you email Ms. Free that information, we'll get you both copies of the order later this afternoon, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Once y'all put your emails in the chat, y'all.
So her child ain't gonna be able to go to school over there, so she gonna take her kid to somewhere else. Because if they're giving her a TPO, her and her child a TPO, that little motherfucker ain't gonna be able to go to that school. She gonna take that motherfucker, drive him down the street, bitch. You gotta go somewhere else. I'm good, thank you. Muggy here today. I have to clean the freezer. Ooh, no sir. So what you got? Hey, you need to get you a nigga boo, man. What is a TPO? Temporary protective order. Temporary protective order. All right, so that was that. I'm glad they gave her a fucking her order because I know that chick was lying. I don't know about y'all, but I don't believe nothing that chick said at all. Okay, so we're gonna get into this meat. You know what? Let me try one more. Let me get one more. We hours. No, this is a long one. We're gonna get into this one. This is the meat and potatoes of the one I really wanted to watch. Where's my screen at? All right, there it goes. It's kind of a crazy case due to the fact that it's actually what? I don't know. I think this might be the right one. I don't know. Let me see. Yes. All right. Yeah, this is it. Start off pretty funny, right? Because she was getting her ass murdered. But it ended pretty sad. It ended pretty sad. I'm not gonna lie. So this motherfucker is a basketball player. He plays for the Sacramento Kings right now as we speak. I don't know if he's in the playoffs. I don't think they are, but yeah, this happened about a year ago. And right now he's actually suing 2 media companies for defamation of character. So he went all out. But yeah, let's hear what she has to say.
Hearsay, Your Honor. I can't
Oh,
hear what.
I have a police report. And
Okay, but
so
hold on.
he said that he was still afraid to go and that his father.
Objection to hearsay. Yes.
No, we have CPS workers.
No, I can't hear what they said. You just have to state factual thing.
Okay, factual things is that my son came home and said that he was.
Objection to anything that the child said.
They, the police in Sacramento told me
that. Objection to hearsay. All right, so.
In media, and we were told that it is totally okay for us to go back to our home and our son who says that he's afraid of you. He is actively lying in order to, I'm sorry.
Today, we have a legal battle between a lawyer and a pro se litigant. The pro se litigant is just not grasping how laws and procedures work despite being corrected multiple times. Watching the defendant's attorney legally battle the plaintiff is just hysterical. Aside from the entertainment between the plaintiff and the defendant's attorney, the reason behind the requested TPO alone makes a great hearing. Overall, this is a fantastic case that I had to share with you all. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
All right, so let me give you some backfill after this long shit goes.
So you can hear what Ms. Simpson.
All right, so here's the backfill of this story. You should not do a per se lawyer if you know your fucking husband, because I think they're still married or about to be an ex-husband or ex-husband. Has a lawyer, right? You got money to get you a lawyer. You just think that you can beat a trained lawyer on some bullshit. And she should have been held in contempt. Not just contempt, other things as well. Because she kept her son away from the father after having judge's orders. And also, this at the end of this will show how a mother or a parent, let's put it that way, a parent can use a child against another parent in a very negative way to make them scared. And that's what I would say. But let's go ahead.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Simpson.
Okay, so there's 3 grounds on which we're seeking dismissal of this case. I filed my motion to dismiss. I don't know if you've had a chance to read that, Judge. But okay, so the first ground is that this court lacks jurisdiction. Second, this matter has already been litigated and adjudicated twice in California. And third, my client was never properly served with a copy of the petition in this case. On the jurisdiction issue, this court lacks jurisdiction over my client and this matter because the Family Violence Act provides jurisdiction over non-residents only where the acts of family violence are alleged to have occurred in Georgia. And that's OCGA 1913-2B. My client is not a resident of Georgia. He has never been a resident of Georgia, and the petitioner has not alleged that any acts of family violence occurred in Georgia. The basis of petitioner's complaint is an alleged incident that occurred in California on February 6th. Petitioner alleges that the party's 6-year-old son returned from parenting time with his father, my client, with a bloody knot on his head. Setting aside for the moment the fact that petitioner has no evidence that my client had anything to do with the scratch on the child's head, it is undisputed that both parties and the child were in California when this incident occurred. That alone dispenses with petitioner's claim relating to the child. This court cannot issue a protective order on behalf of the child based on these allegations because this alleged incident did not occur in Georgia. Therefore, this court does not have jurisdiction as to that claim against my non-resident client. The only other allegation of family violence that the petitioner raises in her complaint is that my client allegedly threatened her life, quote, if you leave California. Again, there's no evidence that my client ever made such a threat because he didn't. But again, you don't need to decide that question, Judge. You only need to determine the threshold question of whether such a threat would constitute an act of family violence that occurred in Georgia. And under both the Anderson and Huggins cases that are cited in our motion to dismiss, it's clear that a communication sent from another state, whether by phone or by email, does not constitute an act of family violence in Georgia. The act of placing the call or sending the email are deemed to have occurred in the state where the communication was sent. And petitioner does not allege that my client came to Georgia to make these alleged threats against her. She doesn't even allege that she was in Georgia when the threats were made, allegedly made. She claims that my client threatened her if she left California. But even if she were in Georgia, the alleged act itself did not occur here, and the court does not have jurisdiction to enter a protective order based on this allegation. So petitioner's complaint should be dismissed for lack of jurisdiction as to both the claim she made on behalf of the child and the claim she made on her own behalf. The second ground on which we're seeking dismissal is that this matter has already been litigated and adjudicated in California. Petitioner.
Let me stop it right there. So his lawyer is fighting the right thing, right? That they don't have jurisdiction in Georgia. Cool, right? The judge, though I like her, she allowed the bullshit to go on too fucking long. And I think you'll see that as the case goes on.
Filed a request for domestic violence restraining order in Los Angeles County on February 9th based on the same allegations regarding the child having a scratch on his head on February 6th. The Los Angeles court, where an ongoing custody case between the parties is currently pending, held a 2-day hearing on February 17th and 18th, and then dismissed petitioner's request for a restraining order, finding that she had not met her burden of proving her claims, the same claims that she's making here today. Undeterred by her case being dismissed, petitioner refiled her request for a domestic violence restraining order in Sacramento County on March 9th. And again, alleging that the child returned from his father's house with a bloody knot on his head on February 6th. Again, this matter was heard over the course of 2 days on March
Your Honor, I object. That's not what
by the Sacramento court, which found that it was not the proper.
So Ms. Holmes, when she argues, we'll let you respond. So if you're taking notes,
because that's not true.
Okay, so what she's doing is making an argument, it's a motion. So this is just her, so it's not testimony on her behalf. She's just making an argument. So what she finishes, I see you're taking notes, then you can respond to her motion. How about that?
Yes, yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, no, it's okay. Go ahead, Ms. Simpson.
So this matter was heard over the course of 2 days on March 24th and 30th by the Sacramento Court, which found that it was not the proper venue to hear the petitioner's claims given the pending custody case in Los Angeles. Petitioner now brings her claim for the third time, again in an improper venue. And because this case has already been decided on the merits by the Los Angeles court, and the Sacramento court has confirmed that Los Angeles was the proper forum to make that decision, res judicata and judicial estoppel bar this court from retrying this matter and second guessing those decisions. So therefore, petitioner's claim must be dismissed. Finally, this case should be dismissed because my client has never been served with a copy of petitioner's petition. She failed to serve it on him. She only served him with a copy of the ex parte order. He has been able to obtain a copy from the court, but service has not been perfected and the court cannot enter a 12-month protective order without service. Now, we obviously want to be heard on our motion to dismiss, but we're not waiving the defense of lack of service. So in closing, I just want to note the real reason that we're here, if it's not already obvious. Petitioner is desperately seeking a way around the custody orders issued by the Los Angeles court. The custody case in Los Angeles is not going her way, and she is abusing the court system in an effort to get her way. Petitioner has been ordered not to remove the child from California while the custody case is pending. And now that her alimony has run out, she wants to move with the child to Georgia, and the Los Angeles court has denied her request to do so. So she's looking for a way around that. A psychologist has been appointed as the custody evaluator in the Los Angeles case, and he's been conducting an investigation. The case will be going to final trial there later this year, but petitioner doesn't want to wait for that trial. She's already absconded to Georgia with the child multiple times. She's forum shopping, trying to find a court that will let her circumvent the orders of the Los Angeles court. And this is important. The most recent order from the Los Angeles court, the same court that heard and denied petitioner's first request for a TPO, that order awards my client sole physical and sole legal custody of the child. Petitioner is awarded supervised visitation. Petitioner was ordered to deliver the child to my client on April 22nd at the Sacramento Police Department. And the order provides that if she fails to deliver the child, the Los Angeles District Attorney Child Abduction Unit is appointed to locate the whereabouts of the child, take possession of the child, and deliver the child back to my client. Petitioner failed to deliver the child on April 22nd. Instead, she went on the lam with the child and 3 days later filed her petition in this case. So she and the child are currently in hiding. She has been withholding the child from my client since February 23rd, despite the valid court order granting my client sole legal and physical custody. He's not been able to see his son in over 2 months. So we're asking this court to issue an order domesticating the April 22nd California order, a certified copy of which was filed along with our motion to dismiss, so that my client can work with law enforcement here to retrieve his son. And so more court and law enforcement resources will have to be devoted to this, all because petitioner wants to keep the party's child away from his father and is trying to pit one court against another so that she can get away with that. We're asking that her case be dismissed and that petitioner be ordered to pay all of the attorney's fees that my client has been forced to incur in defending against petitioner's latest attempt to evade the California court orders. And we're asking for those under both 1913-4A10 and 915-14.
And that's why you get an actual fucking lawyer when you go to fucking court. Because I don't have all that shit, right? I don't have all that knowledge in my head. I don't have all that shit. In 1976-13-22 case 74-45 against Willingham versus State. Yeah, I don't have all that shit. That's their job to do the research. I don't want to do that, right? And you're going to see as this case, I mean, there was a conclusion to it. It didn't say on here. Conclusion of it, I'll give it to you at the end. There's actually more to it, but this was a pure case of out of your motherfucking league. There's a reason why in boxing there's weight classes, right? There's a reason why in wrestling there's weight classes. In MMA there's weight classes. You're not in this chick's weight class, woman. You had the money because you divorced a man. If you divorced a man, I know you got alimony and all the extra shit. Yeah, man, this is pretty fucking crazy. Let me continue this going. Just People out there, get a goddamn lawyer. I know it sucks to pay them sons of bitches. But here's the thing. They do have those lawyer package that you can buy within the company that I work for. I can buy a lawyer package where if I need anything for them to go for the court for me or whatever else, it's in that package, and I pay $75 a month for that shit. Is that your son? Okay. All right, so let's continue to go. This is crazy.
Ms. Holmes, now
oh, wait.
Your turn.
I'm sorry. Let the craziness ensue.
To respond to her motion. Okay, so this isn't you making your case. This is you responding to her motion of the orders in California and things like that. Go ahead.
Yes. And I will also attach the additional evidence. First, I wanted to say that the things that she is saying is definitely hearsay. I have spoken to all law enforcement in Sacramento. I have spoken to the child abduction unit in Los Angeles. I would like to start by saying I would never relitigate the same issue. The violence that happened on February 6th, when I immediately came here, my ex-husband has manic issues of violence. He is known to be violent, and I have a history of him being violent. On February 6th, when he harmed our son, I told the Sacramento police that we were fearful because he has broken into my house and abused me before. I said that we were fearful, and that's also provided in the police report from even 2017 that I sent in evidence. The police told me that it was okay.
Objection to hearsay, Your Honor.
Okay. But I can't hear
I have a police report. And
okay, so hold on. Okay, so what you need to respond to is like her motion. It's not it's not testimony about anything that's happened, so I can't hear anything else anybody else said.
Okay. So when we were transferred, we came from California to Georgia on the 6th, and then we're made to come back. DFAX was even contacted. He contacted me and told me if I didn't return back to California, he was going to find a way to take RJ and have somebody harm me. We came back and then we litigated there.
Mm-hmm.
Los Angeles County does not have jurisdiction over the original violence or.
Wait for this motherfucking disrespect to ensue.
Or any at all, because he doesn't live in Los Angeles County. The only person that is forum shopping to make sure that the violence is heard in a venue that is beneficial to them is Rashawn Holmes. He is an athlete that feels like he is above the law and can get his way. He is on record violating orders. We have final orders that we fought for. The person that is making these orders for as far as the orders for April 22nd, those orders were made after he already threatened to call the child abduction unit in Los Angeles, and I called them first. Rashawn does not live in Los Angeles and never has had a lease in Los Angeles. I used to live in Los Angeles. I've been a resident of Georgia since November. The person that made those orders is a private mediator that gets paid $2,000 an hour by my ex-husband. He is a mediator to the stars, and he is known for getting rich men their way. Rashawn lied to the Sacramento court. When I did do the domestic violence restraining order on March 9th, I contacted the district attorney's office before I even did so, because and her saying that he hasn't seen Rashawn and RJ in 2 months is not true, because after the 6th, I complied and let RJ go again from the 20th to the 23rd of February. So he returned again after the abuse that happened on March
It seems to be, right? He keeps having the same abuse, the little cut on his head. In the same spot, in the same place. Every time he comes back, he has a cut on his head. Nowhere else but on his head.
February 6th. And when he returned back to me, he said that he was still afraid to go and that his father.
Objection to hearsay.
No, we have CPS workers.
I can't hear what they said. You just have to state factual thing.
Okay, factual things is that my son came home and said that he was
Objection to anything that the child said.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, so what she's talking about are court orders. You know,
okay, so and the court order from March 9th was made after there was more alleged violence based on the things that was said to me by my child. I then took that information to the proper venue. They, the police in Sacramento told me that
Objection to hearsay.
All right, so yeah. I can't hear what the police said.
Okay, yes, but I was led to believe that I had jurisdiction in Sacramento, and so did the judge on March 9th for the additional violence that took place, and they issued me a restraining order.
Why did he marry her? Her fucking voice is annoying. I know she acted this way in person. Do you understand the intensity of the screech? I know my voice is fucked up. I get it. My voice is fucked up, right? But she is a non-stop talker. She didn't even take a break. I think she said like 38 times in less than a minute. God damn it, son. Hey.
Motion to dismiss is what he always does because he has the money to get a lawyer and submit anything into the court. He tried to motion to dismiss the March 9th DVRO 3 times, and the judge exactly what we're doing now, and the judge dismissed it. When we did finally go to court on March 30th for extending the DVRO, he lied and told the Sacramento, California court, which is in our orders, that he does not live in Sacramento, even though that's where he currently is and that's where he was served. Forum shopping, in order to get the forum in your proper, where you want it to be heard, you lied to the court and told them that you did not live in Sacramento, and you did.
Don't talk to him.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And in order to, 1 second.
Get a fucking lawyer.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So in an effort to continue to get his way, I'm sorry, I had to move around because my son was.
Let me tell you something. The house you're living in right now in Atlanta, he paid for.
In an effort to get his way, he is doing the same thing that he did in Sacramento because he just doesn't want the violence to be heard. So after March 30th, he was him and his family began attacking me in media, and we were told that it is totally okay for us to go back to our home in Georgia. We were only there on visitation purposes. After March 30th, after he lied and told the judge that he did not live in Los Angeles, we spoke to the California domestic violence advocate for the Secretary of State, and I filled out a good cause notification, and I filled out a safe at home program which is a domestic violence program in California, in order to make sure that I lawfully came back to my home in Georgia. We were in domestic violence shelter from March 30th. I even gave him the opportunity to
gave him the opportunity
with RJ, with a mediator to speak about the things that RJ was saying about what happened to him. He refused. He is only interested in controlling me, controlling RJ, and controlling the situation.
She is an absolute liar. She is an absolute liar. At this point, I can't even explain to you how many lies she has said so far. And when she gets to talking about that part, she ain't there yet. But when she, you know what? Just let you, I'll stop it when she starts lying again.
Also, the violence has taken place here. A defects worker came to speak to RJ separately, and this is about my 6-year-old saying that he is afraid. And if that wasn't the situation, then the defects worker wouldn't have issued us a safety plan. Also, the police, the Sandy Springs police and the Fulton County police were contacted. I showed them those orders, and the orders from a private mediator that is privately paid on a fiduciary, in a fiduciary fashion by one party. Those are not orders by a superior court judge. That is not a superior court judge. I complained to the commissions on judicial.
This female, she's damn near like a fucking sovereign citizen, right? She's saying a whole bunch of words, but ain't saying shit. She's trying to say that the judge that ruled on their case wasn't a real judge just because he was retired. Now, she doesn't know in other fucking states, some states, yes. Well, yeah, that's neither here nor there. We're just worried about how much she lying, because she's trying to say that a judge doesn't a retired judge is not a judge, and did not submit the correct papers to certify his order. This bitch is insane. No, ain't no one telling her this. She's trying to say it on herself. She thinks she's a lawyer.
A appellate and a motion to dissolve the stipulation. What we're in is a mediated stipulation.
I didn't even catch that until she said it.
Who is not supposed to be making changes.
First off, she said an appellate. No, I ain't gonna give her no grief for that, because I'll be fucking up words too. But it is appellate. All right, it's okay. I mean, it's okay. But yeah, appellate.
To our stipulation, as you see from the letter that I received from the judicial commissions of performance. He is not a judge. He is not a member of the bench, and he is not a member. And the orders that he creates are paid orders by $2,000 an hour. The stipulation, that is the only thing that the evidence that I wasn't able to provide. This and he is blatantly. If I've done something wrong, it's because I'm just trying to protect our son, who says that he's afraid of you. He is actively lying in order to, I'm sorry. He is actively and purposely forum shopping in order to get out of each court. He lied to the Sacramento court to say, oh, I don't live here. And now here he is saying, a superior court judge. If I called the Los Angeles court, and they know nothing about these orders. This is a mediator that is a mediator to the stars. He gets paid hourly by my ex-husband in order to give his way. If he stops giving his the mediator that made these orders about abduction, and this mediator has also done all different types of unlawful practices in order to give my ex-husband his way, because he is a rich athlete that feels like
Supernova, you are exactly right. You are 100% absolutely right. He is. He plays for the Sacramento Kings. Basketball. And she's fucking outside of her fucking mind to think that she has anything, is on any footing here, and she's the one that's actually shopping. As you see, he's still in California. She done went to 3 different courts in California, and a court, and got two different courts in California, and one in Georgia.
Everything is supposed to go their way. I have been in compliance with everything. We have been divorced since 2019. I have been in compliance with everything that lawfully that I was supposed to do. I would never do anything unlawful, because I don't even have the millions of dollars to fight in court. He does. what I'm saying is true and provable down to each letter with a piece of evidence. I wasn't able to provide all the evidence this morning. I was planning on doing all of that before the 13th, but to say that the violence didn't happen in Georgia, it absolutely has. He and his family members are on a line actively threatening me, showing guns, and I have text messages of him threatening my life the day that I served him. I served him. And he was served to the best of my ability. I served the document that I received after our hearing on Monday. I also checked with domestic violence advocacy here just to make sure that what I'm doing cannot be considered forum shopping, because that's not something that I would ever want to do. He is the one that now provided evidence saying that this Superior Court judge ordered, the Los Angeles Superior Court knows nothing about the orders that the mediator, Thomas Trent Lewis, has issued. Thomas Trent Lewis is not a member of the bench, and the orders that he has created, he is a neutral hired by a law firm.
So this says that
here it goes. Here it goes.
Judge Lewis is retired.
He is retired. He is not a judge.
Well, so I mean, you can tell by my accent, I'm not a California lawyer, and don't think I practice law in California. Wouldn't even try to practice law in California. But I will tell you that there are retired judges and senior judges here in Georgia that would take some offense to saying that they're not real judges. So
I'm just I apologize.
Backtrack.
No, I'm just saying, so
go ahead, backtrack. Go ahead, backtrack. That's what you're gonna do. Yeah, I didn't really mean to.
I'm speaking in terms of this case. He is not. I'm sure he spent time on the bench. He is a retired judge.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And it looks like, so let me kind of get you back on track.
Get on track, please. Get on track.
Simpson. Please. Okay. So it looks like these are orders that are signed. That have been submitted. So. Findings after a hearing, federal custody support. They're orders that has his electronic signature, and it looks like they were sent to a couple different lawyers.
Yes.
You mean he followed protocol? Oh no, not a judge. Not a judge. No, he didn't follow suit. He just a judge for the stars, even though he's retired as a mediator and he can still work as such. It's kind of funny how that works.
These orders yours. So it was on one's January the 3rd. There's another one that was April the 22nd. So tell me, what is it that you have to say about the April the 22nd? Because the way I'm reading this, you correct me if I'm wrong. Because like I said, I like to tell people, I know when I open my mouth.
No,
you gotta keep your camera on, Mr. Holmes. Hold on, wait on Mr. Holmes, because we don't know if he's there, and he's got to keep his camera on. Because this is akin to walking out of my courtroom when you turn your camera off.
It automatically.
Your Honor, I don't know what's going on with my camera. I'm still here.
Did you get a phone call? Sometimes you got to. You got to like.
No, ma'am. I went on mute and the video cut off, and I'm hitting to start the video now, and it's not starting.
All right. Does it do that if I say ask to start video? There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, sir. That's fine. So, so I'm looking at this April 22nd order. Okay. Are you familiar with it?
Yes.
Okay. So it was electronically signed by Judge Lewis on April 22nd. And in here, okay, so this is where I'm kind of having some, because I can call out, I don't know what time it is out there, but I can call out there. It says, let's see, I want to make sure if you got it in your hand, let's see, okay, there's a case number. You're the petitioner. Mr. Holmes is the respondent or plaintiff and defendant. So it says, respondent shall select 3 professionals and monitors to provide said names to you. You shall then choose 3 of those professionals and monitors as you may use for your visitation. So it looks like at some point, You're supposed to have supervised visits and pay supervisor. Right? I'm sorry,
Yes.
he's gonna pay supervisor. So this was on the 22nd.
Yes, and that was made.
You heard that, right? She's supposed to have supervised visits. Why does she have the child, though? If she is supposed to have supervised visits to be paid for by him. Women get away with everything.
So this was, and it's signed by Judge Lewis. Okay, so hold on, back up. Wait, listen, go back. Sorry, these are all scanned in. Let me get back to. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's marked. All right. So the findings after a hearing. There was a hearing. The hearing proceeded at April the. Let me share my screen so you can see where I'm at.
No, I can see. I know what you're.
Okay. So it says it was April the 21st at 8 a.m. Good for Judge Lewis getting up there. I like it. All right. So 8 a.m. Let's see, Ms. O'Brien appeared at 8 a.m. on behalf of you, filed the substitution of counsel because you said you wanted to, I guess that's pro se, but pro per. So you wanted to represent yourself. So there's modification, custody and parenting time. Here it said that sole legal and sole physical custody was awarded to Mr. Holmes.
Yes. And after I contacted the family, the Stanley Moss Family Court in Los Angeles, and also contacted the district attorney's office in Los Angeles, orders that are made by a private mediator fiduciary, he cannot change our final orders. They're supposed to be a neutral, and he does not have.
This is a court order. So I mean, like I said, I wasn't there. It says this is a court order. So that was hearing.
And that was made, and it's because, and mind you, you know, the defendant does pay.
What do you mean? She tried to tell the court that it's not a legal court order? Get the fuck out of here. This is what I'm talking about. She mad that this nigga got money, so she tried to use your child as her motherfucking come up. And not even to mention, like I said, they've been divorced since 2019. And how's this shit still going on today? Why, if the court order says that this man has custody of the child, and she has supervised visits, why is she held in contempt?
Judge Lewis, and the night before that happened, I made them aware that we were in a domestic violence shelter and how we were being treated was unfair, and I will be alerting the presiding judge that presides over this stipulation, because everything that is put in our stipulation, and if there are changes made, is supposed to go through the actual Stanley Moss Family Court. When we have Zoom court, they're similar to meetings. So that was his attempt to, the night before, I emailed them and told them that we were in a domestic violence shelter, and that you know, I was still being threatened, because of course the defendant is not going to say what he's been doing, and it even down to the violence that took place with.
So in other words, she is making up allegations that didn't happen without any fucking proof. And I probably say that she's the one that put scratches on the child's head. I don't even think that they even seen the scratches on the child's head. I think she just made the allegation. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Because not one time did she produce a picture, fucking a real statement from a police officer. It's kind of crazy how that works.
With our son.
Let me see what's so. I don't know what kind of athlete he is. I don't care.
But really that was his attempt. You know,
I don't care. Famous, I'm famous. I'm a big deal. In Atlanta, I'm a big deal. Okay? So he ain't a big deal. Ain't nobody out here a big deal but me. I'm kind of a big deal. All right?
Yes.
And once I guess he's hold on. He's probably tall, so he probably plays basketball. And I'm not impressed with that. I'll tell you why I'm not impressed with that, because I have played basketball longer than LeBron James, but it doesn't mean he's better than me. Okay? So bring LeBron out here and I'll whip you up too. And I played basketball longer than him. So don't mean he's better than me. Okay. So all that athlete stuff, I don't care.
And I'm glad you said that, Your Honor, because honestly, we can't act like that aspect doesn't exist, because that is one of the reasons why I'm getting threatened. And that's one of the reasons why he wants to stay in private court, because once the violence.
So I don't care. So don't worry about talking about money. I don't care. I don't care about that. I don't care who he is. And, I'll meet you on the basketball court, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you. But I'm just telling you. Okay. That's it. So I don't care about it. What I care about are these allegations of violence. And like Ms. Simpson had brought up, when has Mr. Holmes been to Georgia and commit? Because here's the thing. Something has to have happened in Georgia. So when's Mr. Holmes been to Georgia and been to Georgia and committed acts of violence?
Yes, and what I'm going off of for that is I look to see, does he have ties in Georgia? Does he work here? And did the violence happen in Georgia? He absolutely has threatened me. I've received the threatening.
Hold on. I'm gonna stop you right there. Listen to this. Listen to this female, right? She asked her a simple question. When did the act of violence happen in Georgia?
Here.
But has he been to Georgia to threaten you?
And he also put a tracking device in RJ's bag that we had to get rid of. And RJ's he gave him an iPad and he was tracking our every move, which is how he knew exactly where we were February 6th.
You mean he didn't trust you? You mean he didn't trust you?
April the 21st. You were there, right?
Every move, which is how he knew it.
So an iPad is not a tracking device. It's an iPad. An Apple Tag is a tracking device. Big difference. So she gave him this bitch got rid of the child's iPad. Are you serious? I didn't even read this till now. That's oh wow.
Exactly where we were February 6th. So the violence, when
you were in court on April the 21st, you were there, right? Yeah. Were you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you heard this judge say all this, right?
Yes. But I knew that it was based on the judge. That mediator and private judge and Rashawn are friends. He pays the bill. And when I emailed,
this is the third time.
The night before,
this is the third time she has accused this judge of taking bribes. When is this judge gonna fucking say something about it? This is insane. The leeway that these women get, they knew they were coming. She knew she was coming to court. She knew she should have hired a lawyer. Stop giving these bitches ways out. And this Margaret Simpson, I'm sorry. Say something, bitch. Say something. The disrespectful level is on that man, and the judge is disrespectful. I know they're just letting her say all this stuff, but to me, it should be nipped in the butt right away, because she continuously does it. This is not the first time. This is the third time she's accused a judge, a retired judge, of taking a bribe.
That court expressing that I believe that, the judge just wanted to, or the mediator, it's his job to give Rashawn his way, because he's the one that's footing the bill. And Rashawn is just actively trying to save face, because now the private court is how he can keep his history of abuse quiet. Once things came to public in Sacramento, that's when he began, things were in the media, and the threats came harder, and he was upset. He is trying to keep things in the private sector, which only happens in California.
Okay, she said in the private sector. There's more to that, to what she's talking about as far as him being in the media. Again, I don't know what was the outcome of the court case of him versus the media, but I know he is suing them, and he has a pretty good case. So, just saying, I'm gonna keep it going.
New York and Nevada, where you can even have a private mediator make changes to your stipulation. but that's what he's trying to do because he wants to protect his brand. He wants to protect things like that. He doesn't want things to be able to be seen in the public specter of the court.
Respect
but if
her
there
again.
is allegations of
Jesus.
Of abuse, it should not be covered up by any private court
Get a fucking lawyer.
process. I'm never anything that I
I'm
have
just trying
done.
to get you back focused on what has happened in Georgia.
Yes. So what has happened in Georgia, and that's why I immediately contacted law enforcement here. If I was wrong, law enforcement, and I will comply. If I'm wrong right now, I will comply. All I'm doing is trying to protect RJ. So
No, I understand. And on here, you're important, he's important, but this child is important. So, so Ms. Simpson, do you have some contact information for these folks out in LA? The child abduction.
I've not spoken with the child abduction unit in Los Angeles. I have contacted law enforcement here, and I've been in contact with his attorney in California. Not that it's important to the issues before us, but I've been looking for it. I do have a document that Ms. Holmes signed agreeing to Judge Lewis being appointed as the private judge in this matter. As I understand from Mr. Holmes' counsel in California, that
Again, this is where I want to stop it. This is how I know this bitch is just stupid. She signed saying, "Oh, we want this mediator to fucking go along with that." Yes, that's what that bitch said. She's insane. The leeway that this bitch is given. She just said, "Fuck, I didn't get what I want from the judge, or the courts, or the mediator, or whoever it was who decided the case, gave the man sole custody." And not sole custody, joint custody, but he had what is it called when you have when you have physical custody of the child? He had that. She had visitation, supervised visitation. Y'all do not understand. There's a total difference between having 50-50 custody, or one person has physical custody, the other person just has joint venture co-parenting. This bitch has supervised visitation. It's crazy. How is this not? This is what I said from the beginning, that this judge let this shit go on too fucking long. She doesn't have jurisdiction over this. It should have been dropped within the first 15 minutes or 10 minutes, I would say. Shit, it was done. She didn't even have to hear her side. It was done off of the fucking defense speaking.
it is permissible in California to have a private judge appointed to make decisions in your case. The certified court order from the Superior Court of Los Angeles County issued by Judge Lewis is a valid court order. But again, that doesn't have anything to do with this case and whether or not the violence that Ms. Holmes is alleging actually occurred in Georgia, which it didn't. And you've asked her several times and she's not giving you a straight answer about anything that's happened in Georgia.
Facts. Tell us something that happened in Georgia, bitch.
Any kind of family violence. So,
So
I rest again on my motion to dismiss.
Your Honor, I just wanted to make sure that I made it clear that I am saying that when I have contacted the Los Angeles County.
Focus with me. What acts of violence has he committed here?
The harassment, the threats, the stalking of having a tracking device in our son's bag. And even as now, this is our safe place. This is our home. When the so the acts of violence that took place here, the moment that RJ was hit, RJ came here with a bloody knot on his head.
Oh my God.
Here his father is actively threatening, even with this mediator, trying to, but actively even texting me, him and his family are saying things, threatening and harassing me online, and not to mention his fans who he insulted me on his Twitter and has his fans attacking me daily, sending me death threats, calling me a gold digger. He is him and his family are
lying?
Saying I'm gonna get you. Insulting me, calling I'm gonna get you. You have to deal with us. That's what his family is saying, that I'm gonna get you. You have to deal with us. And this is I expressed these things, and for the thing of forum shopping, I told DFACS this. I told the police this. I even told the police the orders that were made by the mediator on the fiduciary standpoint. They said that I have.
Okay, when has he been here? How many times has he been here besides?
He comes here often throughout the year. He used to have a property out here, and he comes here at least 4 to 6 times a year. He has a W-2. He has a Georgia W-2.
Okay, so
but that has nothing to do with family violence.
He probably plays here, whatever. So, but what when he's been here, like what
here?
Here is what I'm trying to.
Most of the things that have happened here have been electronic. With the, like I said.
Listen, I know she is racking her brain, but she can easily just fucking end the case because she's not answering it. She's going around the mulberry bush, the goddamn zip code into another zip code to turn around and say nothing, absolutely nothing.
The stalking, the harassment, the harassment and the stalking. Happened physically because he physically placed an item in our son's bag in order to track us. Then the harassment.
When was that allegedly done?
That was in February.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's February of this year.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, gotcha. So let's back. So have you been to court in Los Angeles, Sacramento, wherever, California, on that issue?
On that issue, no, only about the violence to my son's head.
So you never brought up the tracker?
Well, I mean, I brought it up, but that was in addition to, like, I definitely brought it up, but that was in addition to, I want to make sure that I'm being completely truthful. I brought it
Willie
up,
D.
but that wasn't the reason. Like,
so Willie D, he absolutely have done nothing. He's done nothing besides sit there and listen to this bitch rattle off a whole bunch of shit that he did that he didn't do. She had showed no proof. She has a whole bunch of fluff piece ass, if you read the articles, fluff piece ass police orders. What do they call them? Police reports. That even the police said, we can't find anything, including the so-called knots, bloody knots on his son's head was not found. So I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
saying, because I had bigger things to worry about, which is the violence. So I definitely brought up that we were being tracked, and as well as my previous lawyer brought up that that is stalking and harassment, that he put a iPad in order with the Find My iPhone on it so that he can know exactly our every move.
So there goes a claim of the tracking device. The iPad for her son is a tracking device that she's using with the Where's My iPad app. So that's what she's calling a literal tracking device. You know what I'm saying? Insane.
Then the threats, I have the text message, the threat text messages, as well as his mother tweeting and said, "You're gonna deal with me."
But that's his mother. I just need to know about him and violence.
Oh, him. Well, I've received text on the day that I served him. I received a text saying, "Just wait." Threatening text. I have that, and I submitted that as well. And that's what I have. I've sent those things as well. And when the DFACS worker did come and speak to RJ alone for 30 minutes.
DFACS where? DFACS where?
Not DFACS. I'm sorry. Here, Georgia.
Okay. So okay, got you right there. Okay. So, what's your court date on that?
Oh, it's an investigation. DS.
No, I get it. I did because I sit down in juvenile court. So here, let me show you how juvenile court works. Okay, somebody makes a complaint. DFACS goes out and investigates, and then if it rises to the level of need to be looked at, you get a court date. So that's what I'm curious. What's your court date?
I'm not aware of my court date, Your Honor. I just
when did you make the report with DFACS?
That was Thursday, I want to say the 19th or the 18th, the 19th and of April. And this, I also provided this in our evidence. The safety plan that was made by my caseworker was made on the 20th.
All right. So I got to focus you back on what has happened physically here in Georgia, because you said he did this in February, so that would have meant you would have been back in California. So what's happened here?
The threats, the stalking, and the harassment, the tracking device, and the threats on my life.
Get a lawyer.
But he's called you on the phone, or somebody's tweeted or snapped or whatever they did. They've done that, okay? But I want to know what. Tell me what you return. This is a court order. This is what and what Ms. Simpson said is that you're forum shopping, coming here because you don't like the court order that Judge Lewis did April the 22nd.
If you call, I've already put in a motion to dissolve that stipulation. If you call the Superior Court family, if you call the family court right now, they will tell you they know nothing about these orders. I promise you. If you call the family court, not Judge Lewis, not signature resolutions who Judge Lewis looks for, they will tell you that it doesn't even look like we have gone to court since 2019.
I bet you a liar.
We went to public court in the actual family court realm. And when I called,
I think Ms. Simpson said she submitted a certified copy to the clerk's office. So certified copies are when orders have been filed. They go to the clerk's office, and she paid money. He went by there, had somebody go by. Somebody went by, got it, got a little stamp, a little seal, sent it to her. So she filed a certified copy here. So these are filed in there in Los Angeles. So somebody's not being completely honest with you or not looking deep enough. So see, it says at the top of it where it says electronically filed by Superior Court of California, Los Angeles, 4/22 at 2:17 p.m. Sherry R. Carter, Executive Officer Clerk by S. Baraha, Deputy Clerk. So it's like here when Miss Free files something, it gets that same exact thing on there electronically. So these records are in the clerk's file out there in Superior Court in Los Angeles. So
yes, and
I'm
when
still kind of trying to focus you back here because I still want to waste anybody's time. And since you don't have a lawyer, I'm really trying to give you a lot of leeway. I know Miss Simpson's getting frustrated with me, but she understands. So I just want to know what he's done here.
Yes, ma'am.
Because since April the 22nd, a judge, paid for judge, retired judge, brand new judge, whatever judge, because they do, I know they do, because they got all these, out there, they do this, private thing and people agree to it. So, and here we kind of call it like arbitration and things like that. So we'll do some things like that here, or judicially hosted settlement conferences. But what I'm wondering here is April 22nd, you were there, or April 21st, this order was issued on the 22nd. So why did you come back to Georgia and bring the child here?
I was already there. I was already here. I contacted all law enforcement. I was already here, and I was okay for me to come here. In our police report, I told the police that we were coming here, and I filled out a safe at home and a good form notification because we were in a domestic violence shelter.
Okay, so you've alleged these same things in a couple different counties there.
Mm-hmm. No, not the same things. The harassment text messages, these are new. Okay. I would never just keep doing the same thing. I'm just trying to let you know the history of violence. But these exact things that I'm arguing with you have not been argued in Sacramento, as far as the harassing and the threatening, because he just wants to be able to control and have me be in a place where he's not even going to be because he's about to get traded. But you want us to be able to travel around with a child that has ADHD and that is saying that you harmed him and is afraid of you. And when the DFCS worker came and spoke to RJ alone, she put a plan in place saying that there is present.
Objection. I'm going to object to hearsay as to what the defects worker said or put in a safety plan.
I've provided the safety
yeah, she's
plan
out of
for you all
control.
as well.
For sure.
I still object to hearsay.
I got a feeling this defects worker hasn't reached out to Miss Simpson or to Mr. Holmes.
She has reached out to Mr. Holmes, and Mr. Holmes has not.
We don't know that because she's not here.
Oh, okay. I was just letting you know. She did tell me that she
Objection to what she said.
So if we could get you back on, is there anything specific that he has done here? Did he come here and sit outside of your house? Did he come here and follow you around? Did he come here and stand in your front yard and scream at you? Did he come here trying to track you down?
Yes. Well, not physically. He just I'm just gonna tell you the truth, and if it, that's the truth.
Yeah.
And so the truth is that he has threatened my life via text message, and that he has threatened to take RJ and have me never see RJ again, and he has tracked us and stalked us here, and that's what I have for here in Georgia. And
how old is RJ?
6 years old, and he has ADHD and on the autism spectrum.
Okay, so where is he at right now?
He's with me.
Okay. Well, I mean, can you?
And that's where what I said. She has turned a child against him because she knows the child actually has disabilities that affect his judgment, and she doesn't even give a shit that she turned her own child against the father, thinking that she's going to get custody of him. It's really sad. That's why she had, again, court-ordered, supervised visitation.
Can you, if I put this in a breakout room, can you put him on the camera?
Absolutely.
All right. So I can talk to him, Miss Simpson. You have any objections with me talking to him?
Nope.
Miss Simpson?
I don't.
Okay. Okay.
One moment, I'm getting him right now.
Okay, and then when you hand him the phone, I want you to leave the room because I'm going to put him in a breakout room and I want to talk to him all by myself.
Sounds good. I'll do that right now. I'm going to just put you in his room. How's that?
Oh, okay.
Do you want me there as well, Your Honor?
Yeah, you can stay. You can stay here. I'm just going to chat with him. See.
One moment. RJ, honey. RJ, honey, come here, baby. Come here, please.
Oh, I don't know.
Madam Court Reporter, we'll go off the record for a second. I will.
Hi, friend.
Big boy.
Are you gonna let him hold the phone for me? Or sit
Yes,
down
I'm about
for
to put him.
All right, I'm gonna
What's
put us.
up, big boy?
I'll put us in the breakout room. real quick.
No, please sit down. Here.
Hey, RJ.
What up,
RJ,
big boy?
Tell him, Dad. Tell him to be cool. Talk with me for a second.
He ran. Honey, please come and sit down and talk.
I'm sorry, I ain't seen him in
Please?
so long. He got so big on me.
He ran away because he doesn't like to talk on the phone to his dad. You see me chasing him. Okay, RJ, please.
Here, I'll put us in the breakout room so he won't be
Yeah, Yeah,
able to see.
if because he's like I said, he's actively afraid of his father. That's
All
why
right,
he's
join the
so
breakout room. Hit the little thing to join the breakout room. Be back, Mr. Holmes. Miss Simpson, Madam Court Reporter.
That's a Oh yeah, she's evil. She's an evil bitch.
What the hell? That shit's disgusting. Yeah, because she knows she took all that time to prep him and say, oh, be scared, be scared.
She should come back in here. He's kind of shy. I showed him some magic. There he is. I showed him some magic.
There you go. There's mommy's friend. You can talk to her, and I'll give you a peppermint.
Okay. We outside of the breakout room, though. You wanted to see my magic again, RJ? You ready?
I get you a peppermint.
All right, I got it. I'm gonna be showing everybody my magic, though. Okay. Well, this is like the Wizard of Oz. I'm pulling back the curtain. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. What's this? Boom. Oh, let's see. There we go. That was magic, right, RJ?
Yeah.
All right. You gonna learn how to do that?
Yeah.
All right. I want to see when you do it. And your grandma is my superhero too, and I bet you grandma bought you that shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grandmas are great, aren't they?
Yeah.
All right. You can put your mom back on here.
Okay, kilo. You all set? Yeah. You just say thank you. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, RJ.
Can I go play now? You can go play now.
You can go play.
Yeah.
Can I go with you,
Thank you.
RJ? Can I go with you to play? That's what I'm asking.
How about Kilo? Are you sure? Because are you sure that because once he gets back in that yard, it's gonna be hard to wrangle him back in.
I'm good. We'll go.
Okay.
We'll go back on the record, Miss Wilby. So here's what I want you to do, Miss Holmes. I'm trying to get in touch with California.
Mommy, I watched iPad last night. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Please don't watch iPad at night again. It's okay. Mommy's gonna talk to her friend now. But your turn. My turn. How about Kilo? Our dog. He can talk to friend too. Okay, go ahead and play with him. Come on, Kilo. Sorry, I'm going to the other room now.
That's okay.
Tiana, is there any way I can talk to him? I just ain't.
Oh yeah, you can talk to him. RJ, you want to talk to your dad? No. You sure? You want to talk to Daddy? No. Why not? No. Here you go.
No. We won't do this.
RJ.
We gonna do this. We gonna let him. All right. I put you on mute, Miss Holmes. Okay, so you need a second, Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes, you can turn off your camera and take a second if you'd like. Ms. Simpson, have you had any luck getting in touch with Judge Lewis for me?
I was able to contact the attorney in California who's emailing him now. She said that she thinks his staff doesn't get in until 8 a.m. out there, and it's 7:48 right now. So
how about then we take like a 10-minute break, okay? Give me put you and your client in a breakout room.
Sure, that'd be great.
All right. Let's see. There's you and we'll put your client in a breakout room.
Okay, yes.
And then so we'll take a 10-minute break, Miss Holmes. You may have to call him and tell him to swap over to the breakout room.
Your Honor.
So since Ms. Holmes and Mr. Holmes, I'm just gonna drag this out just a wee bit longer. Mr. Holmes, I don't know your schedule, so you can chat with Ms. Simpson, see if I want a social worker to chat with RJ since I couldn't get a lot out of him. So when could you be here, Mr. Holmes? And Miss Simpson, you're here. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Unless you plan on flying. When could you be here?
I'm out of season, so I can come to Atlanta whenever is required, Mel.
Available tomorrow.
I don't know if he could get here by tomorrow.
I can be there by tomorrow, Your Honor. My only question, Your Honor, is does this mean do I get to see him at any point during this, or do I still have to stay away?
Well, I'm just gonna figure Miss Holmes will bring the rest of her documents. I'm gonna finish looking at Miss Simpson's documents. If she has anything else, she'll send it to me, and just waiting to hear back from that court out there in California. So, but I'd rather Dr. Taylor talk to him since that's where she's trained in.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, that'll be better. So I guess you should probably, sorry. I mean, I hope it's not head to the airport now. Maybe you and Miss Simpson can make a plan, and I will see y'all at 8:30, and we'll do an order and we'll send it that they will let you folks both in at 8:30. So that means you can get at the courthouse, 136 Prior Street, Mr. Holmes. They will let y'all in early, but you got to have my order with you, okay?
And is there a physical copy of the order or an email copy?
An email copy is going to be fine. Well, so we'll email you a copy, just print it out, and the deputies will be, in the morning, I'll give a copy to the deputies, and the deputies will be expecting you, and Dr. Taylor will be there. If she could just swoop RJ up and go talk to him while we have the rest of our little hearing. Is that okay with everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
In the beginning of this hearing, I couldn't stop laughing. But, by the end,
So she was granted, he was granted sole custody of the child and now has custody of the child, full custody of the child, and she still has supervision of the child. And he is now, let me go back to where my page I was at. Where was I at? Shizakov. Where's my Google? Okay, anywho. He has full custody of the child. She has supervised visitation as it was ruled in California. And to be exact, well, right here. Let me get to it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh my God. What the fuck is his name? There we go. So he still plays for Sacramento Kings as of right now. I guess I thought they said he was going to get traded, but I don't know. But he retained, Johnny Depp's lawyer, Camille. So Camille is suing on his behalf two different media companies, the Sacramento Bee and the parent company McCarthy Co. and an opinion writer, Robin Epley. And he's suing his ex-wife for defamation of character. And for the most part, he's suing. She was. Hold on. It's in court as of we speak right now. So he's supposed to be going to court in August for the defamation of character against the media companies. I don't know about his wife, but for them for sure. So hopefully he has a good case of the defamation of character, and it's sickening to what they did because they got all the information from her, and they wanted to say it was their opinion, the opinion writer now. But as you know, when you make these false claims and saying that he abused someone in light with no evidence to say he was abusing her, nor the kid, nor anything. And even the fucking attorneys for them showed that she had never had anything. I mean, the kid had never had anything, a scratch on his head at all that she can prove or show or take a picture of it. Nothing was she had as proof. And that's why he's awarded full custody of the child, and the child doesn't act like they do now. So, I mean, he's been with them since last year, April 22nd of last year. So that was that. It's not a feel good thing the way it ended, but he does have a custody of the child, so that's a good thing. Other than that, that was my court cases for this week. Yeah, Camilla is awesome because she made that dumb bitch look stupid as fuck. I will be doing these every Sunday. I said it again. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe to all notifications on my channel, which is the Uncle Tom on YouTube. Or you can do the whole youtube.com/@UncleTom61. That'll get you to my page as well. And make sure notifications are on. Make sure notifications are on. No, they're on the this right now. Well, you know what? Subscribe to the channel because it looks like I'm going to be off of the porch session for at least a week. I don't know, but I'm about to get on here right now and find out if it's 2 weeks or 1 week. So I'm done for 2 weeks over there. I will be streaming over here. Same schedule as always, Mondays. I might go back live again tonight. Most likely I will. But I need to take a break. Give myself something to eat. I am hungry. You guys have a good one. Thanks for coming out, stopping by the show. Thanks for being tuned in to the show. What did you say? No, what do you mean? I only do 2 hours earlier. I've been on it for 3 hours. Why did YouTube bite you again? For a half of a second clip. If you want, we can talk about it. So YouTube got me for a half a second clip of something I played yesterday, and I'm down for a week. So that's pretty much it was. It was literally the kick to the face. I guess it was a kick to the face. This is what the violence. But no, you know what's funny? Because they got all these ones that shoot people all the time on these dumb YouTube pages, and nothing ever happens to those pages. But you know, I got the bug a kick. So don't go over 12. Don't go over 6 hours again. You can either delete the video or not, because they're watching everything after 12 hours. So it is what it is. We'll get off. I mean, you know, you live, you learn, you work through it as it is. That's why I said I'm going to be investing more into my Rumble page. So I will be doing more shit over there once I get it to where I can live stream, because you got to have 100 subscribers to live stream on Rumble. So once I get to that 100, I've been slowly moving up over there. But as soon as I get there, I will be making more of a presence on Rumble than I would over here, especially the videos. I'll be playing more videos over there that I know I'm not going to get banned for or stopped for over there versus over here on YouTube. YouTube will be more user-friendly. Rumble will be more videos that people will, you know, want to see. So it is what it is. Have nothing but much love, admiration for everyone to stop by and watch the TPO Family Court videos. You have a YouTube link. I do. Okay, she's gonna post it. But I think it's just rumble.com/ or I don't fucking know. Where? I don't see it. Okay, why are you yelling? Just post it. All right, so there is the Rumble link there. But, you know, my Rumble is linked to my YouTube, so right now. But once I'm able to go live over there, go live and do live streams, because you only can do live streams once you hit 100 subscribers. So it is what it is. We're working on it. We're moving and grooving, and we'll go from there. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, Sunday, and we'll see you later tonight. Probably a couple hours. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. My wife said in a couple hours. You'll see us in a couple hours. So she's telling me what I'm doing. You'll see me in a couple hours. You guys have a good day. I'll see you in a couple hours. Peace.